Hi folks, I'm Mike and I hope you're well. The last 2 or 3 days have been brutal. I'm exhausted, I'm lacking sleep, I've got a bit of a lack of confidence here and there, definitely some imposter syndrome. But I guess I'm nearing the finish line now, which is a bit of a relief. And you can help. I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. But just in case you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, recently I set myself a challenge of writing, recording, mixing, mastering, and releasing a song in the space of 20 days. And one of the caveats was that I had to use some equipment and plugins that some companies have been telling me about for the Black Friday sales. So I had some restrictions there, and I had some new things to learn about along the way as well. And in addition to all of that, I'm making a video about it. Now we're on day 18 at the moment. And this shot that you're seeing at the moment, well, I'm filming this just before I start filming the first bits of footage for the video. I've already recorded some like B-roll background footage and things. That's been pretty heavy going because there's lots of it. And for those of you who don't do this kind of thing, it takes a long time. It just takes a long time to film nice looking shots. If that's what you want to do, and I quite enjoy doing that. But if you've been watching some of my previous kind of vlog videos about this, I had already talked about the fact that I was kind of lacking in sleep, or that I was just basically sleeping and doing this, and that continued even more so. So there's just been times when I've just shut off the computer here, gone into the bedroom and thinking that I was going to watch a movie or something to chill out, but I was just asleep within 10 minutes, woken up at 6 in the morning, and, you know, after having a quick shower, was straight at it and going through all the way till late at night, just simply to get things done. And I think that the final part of the mix and the master is especially hard because you sort of know that people are going to see this, they're going to hear this, perhaps make some judgments about you along the way, and you want to just do the best job that you can do. And suddenly, at times, everything sounds awful. Just like everything, you think, "Oh, what am I doing here?" Like just nothing sounds good. And that's a bit of a problem of doing things so quickly. Normally, I would advise you to sort of take breaks especially between recording and mixing, and then another break again between mixing and mastering. You know, do some things in between, some other projects, have a couple of days off. But because of the schedule that I set myself, that just hasn't been possible. I've had no time off at weekends or anything like that. So I think that the problem has been that it's been very hard for me to listen objectively. Now, I will talk in the final video, about the measures that I've taken to try and grab back some of that objectivity, because it's a really difficult thing. And there are a couple of things that can really help when your ears start to defy you, kind of thing, and you can't trust your ears. As I mentioned before in a previous video, it's been made doubly hard by the fact that I'm using completely new monitors. And these monitors sound really different to my normal monitors. I'm not going to say better or worse, just really different, a completely different character to them. And sometimes they've really seemed to have exposed some flaws in the earlier recordings that I did, which I've had to, sort of take care of. So it's been really tough. And then also what I've done just over the last couple of days, I've shared the mix with some people that I trust, people where I value their opinion, and gotten some feedback. And the difficulty that can come from that is that you can actually, it's surprising how often this will happen, that you'll sort of get one person who says, "Hey, maybe the vocals are a bit loud," and you'll get another person who will say, "Hey, maybe that vocal's a bit quiet." So that's difficult. Of course, people will have different opinions depending on their taste, and also whatever they're listening on, things might be exposed differently. So you have to, at some point, learn to have some trust in yourself. But my advice would be to you, when you do that, don't so much look at each individual opinion. Look for any consistency that you get in the opinions. So if like 8 out of 10 people are saying that bass is just way overpowering, then you can think, right, the crowd are kind of onto something. But unless it's an extremely qualified opinion, I wouldn't react to every single opinion. Would be my advice. So anyway, I wouldn't say I'm down in the dumps, but I am exhausted. And filming the video now and editing it's going to be a very complex edit. So I've got sort of 2 days to go. I'll be filming the video. I think it's going to take me a good full day to edit the video. And by the way, I guess this is where you can help. It's a bit of a phenomena for YouTubers that YouTuber's law says that if it takes you 10 minutes to make a video on your iPhone, it will probably be the most successful video you'll make in a long time. It will get loads and loads of views and everyone will love it. Whereas if you painstakingly make a video over the course of many days with a big edit, it's almost doomed for failure. And I'm really crossing my fingers, if I'm honest with you this time, that that's not the case. And that's where you can help. A few of you have been watching these diary updates, and I thank you so much for that. It's really encouraging to know that people are really behind me on this and have been kind of cheering me on. Absolutely love you guys, and thank you so much for your words of encouragement. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. But there's kind of just one last thing that you could really do for me. And it's pretty simple. You can make sure you watch the video. Now, let me go back a bit. I'm going to be doing this as what they call a premiere. If you don't know what a premiere is, initially when the music is when the video is released, it's going to be played like in real time, a bit like a live show, if you like. And that enables me to be there in the live chat with you and discuss different things that are coming up in the video, and just gives me a chance to have a chat with you and not have to think about anything else, which I'd really love to do at the moment. But yeah, so I'm going to do this as a premiere. It's going to be released on Black Friday. And just to give you a rough idea of time, in America and USA, it's going to be in the morning. It's going to be in UK and Europe, roughly lunchtime. And then here in Australia and Asia, it's going to be in the evening. Okay, so you'll get a notification if you're subscribed and if you follow my socials for the exact time. And first of all, I'd love to see you there when that comes out. If you're not able to make it, then please just, I don't want to beg, I'm going to kindly ask that you could make sure you watch that video. But more importantly than watching the video when it comes out is leave a comment, a like, and if you can, share it, please. If you could do that, that would really help me out, because I don't know, it's just one of those situations where I'm putting so much effort into this. I would just enjoy the video to at least be reasonably successful. I don't normally say this sort of thing. I feel like I'm sort of groveling a little bit. But anyway, I'm sure you know I mean this with the best of intentions. I think I'm going to be able to sit back afterwards and appreciate this project. It's probably more work than most people can imagine. It's one thing to do this, this is a song, but to then make it as a video project as well, just adds a lot of extra to it. It's a good 50% of the whole thing, if I'm honest with you. So I think I'm going to be able to look back at this and really appreciate it. But at the moment, I'm going to admit to you, I'm so exhausted. I'm looking forward to it going out on Friday and spending Saturday and Sunday with Susie and the dog and, hanging out in nice places and, perhaps seeing some family members and just having a normal weekend and being a normal human being. But look, first world problems. I am a very lucky guy, so I don't want to whinge too much. But yeah, I know I can count on your support, actually. And I'm definitely asking for it. One of my good friends, Robert West, I'll call him out by name. He always says to me, Mike, when you ask for help, don't hold out a spoon, hold out a bucket. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much. I'm Mike. I hope you're well. And I'll see you in the Black Friday video.